So just the things I'm going to talk about today. This is just our circuit. So, I don't know how you guys are teaching tackling. This works for us. This is a pre-practice circuit we do almost every day. Every day. Even in spring ball, we're going to do this every day. In spring ball, obviously, we're not trying to bang as much, and we're really not trying to bang in pre-practice at all either. But our guys know right away, this is what we call it. You can call it whatever you want. But our guys know right away when they go to the circuit with Coach Golomsky, our safeties coach, he's always doing the multiple fits. They always know that. But if a kid doesn't know, Coach, what are we doing? Multiple fits. Okay, so he knows right away what multiple fits is. Same thing with two-way go, roll, tackle, bring neck, show the whole deal. Next slide. So form it up, right? And this can be done many ways. Obviously, we do 5 lines. 5 lines for us works, right? We're having 50 defensive guys, and it just works for us. And the commands are simple: sing, stagger, strike. If you have smaller guys, and I don't know how many of you guys have split offense and defensive practice based on the day. I don't know if that's most of you or some of you, if you have two-way starters or not. This may be a little bit harder. If it's an offensive emphasis day, well, you might only have 10 guys. You might just want to use a one-man back. We do that as well, too. And just some more coaching points. We're trying to focus on the numbers. I don't have this drill videotaped, but I have a very similar drill. We're just going one-on-one and working form tackle. So on contact, obviously grab cloths, eyes to sky, chest to chest. Our guys get this. When I say, hey, PP to PP, they know what I'm talking about. And I know it's very childish. There's no question about it. But our guys know right away from a form tackle standpoint. I go, hey, hey, dick to dick, man. They know right away that, hey, maybe they were at the wrong angle in this drill, that we need to really be chest to chest, and vice versa. Next slide. So multiple fits, right? Some guys call this machine gun, eye opener. There's a lot of different names for this. And all this is going to be is that ball carrier is going to have a chance. The first time we go through it, he enters each bag. So we're just trying to constantly, and this is really a linebacker drill in my eyes more than anything. So our linebackers do this, and we'll have this circuit more than anyone else. But in our eyes, we're just trying to get the muscle memory going. And obviously you hear that a lot. We're just trying to get these guys to constantly go. Constantly go. Keep rep. And I know you guys are probably the same way. And it's everything we've talked about in the previous slides with sing, stagger, strike. And this is a true form tackle, for an ISO play, a counter play, or even power. Just some of the things that we're seeing. Any questions on this? This one's big for us. We happen to share our field with our track team. They got the huge pole vaulting bags, right? Or some of you guys might have crash mats. Well, for us, we do this in 2 different ways, right? We'll have the ball carrier simply pick a cone, pick a side he's going to run to, and that's going to be an angle tackle. But we're also going to work. Hey, they're on the half-yard line about to score. Our linebackers are starting to creep up. And this one would be a little bit more banging. We don't do this as much. This is more of a preseason deal. But I think, if anything else, if you get anything out of this, I think it's important to simulate reality for these guys. That's why after camp, we never ever do the form fit drill. We just don't do it. But we teach it because it's a progression. It's the first step in our tackling progression. With this goal line angle, I know the fullbacks love it on our team. They fucking love it because they usually whoop our ass. But the running backs do not like it. The quarterbacks do not like it. And yes, the quarterbacks do this. Now, if you got one guy and he's your only guy, I wouldn't put him in. But we have 5 guys. And if quarterbacks sneak, that's the one thing you got to work on. Obviously you have the offensive line push, which this is not simulating that. But they still need to know how to get hit. They still need to know how to take a hit with the ball in their hand. And obviously the coaching points is just the same thing. Sing, stagger, strike. Just the things we're constantly trying to pre-show our guys, and we're hoping by the first game, when we play Carthage this year, it's just ingrained in their brain. Two-way go. We don't do this a lot either, because we're always trying to work, like I said, the half man. But from our standpoint, this is more of a secondary drill. Because they're going to be the guys that are going to make plays in open space. So if they happen to take the wrong angle on this ball carrier, and there's no one else around them, and they're sort of that home run stopper, well, we're going to just simply preach everything we have, and that's come to balance. Same leg, same shoulder. and ultimately accelerate and just get the guy down. And this is where roll tackle for us has been effective from our secondary. I say that, and then one of our corners had 2 separated shoulders, so it didn't work out for him that well. But in general, this is something that we're going to work with the secondary, and it's simply going to be, this is the ball carrier, we're going to start about 7-8 yards. We're always talking about closing the distance down. We got to make this guy make a decision. It's not really up to us to make a decision. We have to have this guy make a decision, the ball carrier, running back, wide receiver, whatever it is. Have him make a decision and then react off what he does. So if he starts to juke, I'm keying the hip, I'm closing the distance down, small strides, I'm just zit. He makes a decision to my right, okay, boom. I'm accelerating through, I'm snatching it close, and I'm rolling. Next one.
Do you have a preferred way to roll? To the
Yeah.
inside, pull inside?
Yeah, this one right here, yeah, but from our standpoint, we want to roll the direction we're going, just from a momentum standpoint. So how we always do this, and the film I have shows us after the progression is already done, but we'll simply start on 2 knees and have, just an agility bag here. You don't have an agility bag, do you?
Not here.
No, okay, no worries, I'll roll with this. So from our standpoint, we're simply just going to work, we have a good posture, good chest, okay? Our commands are simple, right? We're accelerating through. Well, that's eliminated. We've already closed the distance down from the ball carrier, okay? We're going to leave your feet, obviously, we don't want to do that here. We're on our knees, okay? But we're going to snatch 2. We're going to pull 2. And we have sandbags that we work this on as well, just 25 pounds. I know, we have a lot of construction guys on, with dads, and, somehow we have 10 of them. And we're always working just to pull 2, because you're not going to really get anything from an agility bag, but I'm simply going to snatch it to my body. I don't want any separation. So as I'm leaving my feet and I'm starting to grab, I need to pull. And as I'm going now, because this ball carrier is going to my right, it's just natural. It's natural. Now, is this the best tackle if it's 3rd and 5, you get him after he's already pushed 3 yards? Well, no, he still may roll to the first down. You just never know what can happen there, but it's just the mindset that it's much easier to do this and roll versus snatching it to your body. His momentum's going that way, your momentum's going that way, and thinking that you're strong enough to do this. Just probably won't happen. That's just from us doing it, obviously from the places we went to visit about this. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen the Pete Carroll videos, the hawk tackling, and we watched that a lot. We spent like an hour watching it. What pieces can we take? Well, they talk about target points and strike points. Well, you got to think that's a much different game than we're playing, and it's really a much different game than you guys are playing. Only reason I say that is because if you hit a quarterback too low, they're flagging you, right? You hit someone too high, possibility of helmet contact, they're throwing a flag on you. Okay, so they talk about, I think, sternum to right above the knees is their target point. Ideally that's where you want to grab. You want to grab right above the knees, right in the back of the knee and be able to snatch it through. Well, and you'll see the drill, but we simply, we are leaving our feet. So to give them a target point, and if they don't, and we grade on tackling, if they don't hit that target point, they get them out on the ankles, did you get them down? That's our number 1. So just some things to talk about from there, for what it's worth.